Hello and welcome to the HootSuite 101 video. So once you've created a login, you are going to get into your account and you'll be able to start using HootSuite. It's not the most user-friendly software, but it is great for scheduling tweets, which is something that you can't do in Twitter itself. So in Facebook, for example, you can go on to your page and you can type in here something like check out my blog, and then you'd put your link to your blog, but then you can, at the end, you can schedule it. And so this is great. So people don't need HootSuite to use Facebook properly because in terms of scheduling, because it allows you to do that. Twitter, on the other hand, and you will have noticed, doesn't let you schedule it. And so that's one of the big problems that people have, because you can literally just tweet now. It's supposed to be live. And so HootSuite gets around that by allowing you to schedule things. So it's really beneficial for Twitter especially, but you can do it for Facebook and LinkedIn as well, and kind of do your whole campaign in one place. On here, this is like the stream page, so I can adjust the name. So I can say this is Twitter streams if I want, and so here I can see what if I'm on Twitter, what my Twitter homepage looks like. It should be more or less the same. So there's a chance it just needs to be refreshed. But ideally, you'll see more or less the same thing here that you would see here. I'm not really sure why I'm not seeing the same thing, but there we go. So there's the most recent on there, and you can also see it on here. There's that really nice, that's really cool. So anyway, so this is the stream, and right from here I can retweet anything that I see that I like. Keep in mind, when you're working for your sponsor, you need to, or your client, you need to retweet things that fit the client's kind of remit. So you don't want to be retweeting things that are irrelevant to the client. You always want to retweet things that are relevant to the client and the client's audience. All right, so this is a Growth Hackers UK 3 Signs Instagram account is not right for you. Actually, it might be worth looking at that and retweeting it to my clients, because I do write about a lot of these things, social media things. All right, so my tweets. So this shows you the latest tweets that I've put out there. And again, you can see this on Twitter, but you would have to go to the tweets section, and then I can now see my most recent tweets. So you can see them there, but again, it's the fact that you can see it all in one place and everything's happening at the same time. And then mentions. So this is where other people, particularly clients of mine, have mentioned me or been engaged with a conversation with me. So I think that's the idea, is if someone mentions you, you want to respond to them or you want to retweet them. You know, this gives you a great way of doing it right then and there in HootSuite. But you can also do it on here, and that's in the notification section. So you can kind of say, you know, see if someone's responded to you. And like this client, she said, "Happy birthday, made with joy, great achievements." And I can reply back to her and say, you know, "Thank you for your support," which I've already done. So I said, "Thank you for your support." So I did that with everybody. That tweet in particular has got a lot of attention because what I did was, when I tweeted it, I included an image, and I included the key people who funded the launch of Made with Joy in the key tweet. But then in the photo, I tagged 10 of my clients. So anyone who's supported Made with Joy, you know, in the last year, I've tagged them. And I could actually, in theory, do this 4 times and do 10 clients each time, and target different clients. And that's a really easy way to get a lot of people involved in the tweet. You don't want to abuse it, but it's a good way to get people involved in the tweet that without having to take up your character space. So back to Hootsuite. So you've got the mention section, and then you've got the retweets. So you've got kind of who's retweeting and who's liking, who's, what's going on. And the retweets are important because you want to know who the retweeters are. So I know that these people are there. You want to know who the retweeters are so you can put them on your retweet list so that you know that if you mention them, they'll retweet you. Part of my philosophy behind this one was that I knew everyone on here would retweet it and would share it and would like it. And that's what you want. So that's good engagement. And then so the streams are it allows you to kind of in one shot, you can see what's going on with all your networks. So you could create one for Facebook, like I said. And so for most of your clients, you'll have Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Okay? And you might have Pinterest and you might have Instagram, but that's how you create the different tabs. I think the free account comes with 3. Okay, Publisher is where you can see the drafts, scheduled, past scheduled, requires approval, expired approvals, rejected. This is bulk message upload if you have that option. And it's also where you can start to write things and put them to be scheduled. So I'm just going to pull Phoebe's stuff because it's easy and she's already done it. There's my Hootsuite. So I'm going to put it into Twitter, and the more you select, the more it shows up. I think I said this the other day, but don't, unless it's exactly suitable to all the networks, kind of post the network separately. So for limited time only at Restore Garden Cafe, get your free cuppa when you spend £4 or more on our handmade gifts. So ideally, I would add a picture to that. So whatever the picture is, let's just do a fake picture here. We'll pretend like that's a cup of tea. And then I'm going to see what she's got in terms of a link. So she doesn't have a link at the moment, but we can pretend. We'll just pull another link in. And I can add the link here, and it'll shrink it. If she's already done a lot of the shrinking herself, so that's fine. We can pull in her link, which is smaller, and then we can get rid of that. And so it's telling me -30. So I think that's telling me I've got too many. So I can delete things to make it work. There we go. So now I've got 16. And then I can say if it's on Twitter, I would want to use the Restore Cafe if that was the right fit, and that's where you can use your Twitter handles to include other people. Right. So I've got 4 characters. I've got my picture. I've got my tweet. I've got the people I wanted, or the person I'm targeting, and then I've got the link. Right. And so then you have your option to send now, or save as a draft, or you can schedule it. So you can auto schedule it. So it'll auto schedule and it'll send it when it thinks it's the right time. Or you can say, I want to send that on the 15th of February at 4 p.m. And then you can have it email you when it's sent, or you can just leave it alone, and then you can schedule it. So there you go. That's scheduled. And another admin can come in and delete it and edit it, reschedule it. They can do anything they want with it. And so you can do another one, and you can do the same thing. So again, you could pick that, pull her post in, copy these 2 bits, paste it. She's still got her characters here. She's pulled in the link. She's pulled in the stuff that she needs. And then she can schedule it, or she can save it to a draft. Okay. But that's basically how the scheduling stuff works.